Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the Aero chocolate mini eggs. I think these are new. It doesn't say new on the pack, but I'm sure in the shop it said they were new, but I don't know. I don't think I've reviewed them before anyway. Or if I have, I'm sorry. Reviewing them again. But it says purely chocolate mini eggs as well. I don't know if you noticed that. So purely chocolate. So there we are, look at that. What does that mean? I don't know. Well, I mean, normally that goes without saying, doesn't it? But there we go. Yeah, so I think you know, call me crazy, but I reckon that most people, when seeing this, would assume it was just chocolate. An Aero chocolate bars themselves never have anything else in them other than chocolate. You know, well, artificial stuff notwithstanding. You know what I mean. So it's like it's just a chocolate bar. You know, there's never biscuit pieces in there. There's never nuts or raisins in there. It's just chocolate. So, a bit confused by that one. But there we go. Maybe they felt the need for some reason to say it. So yeah, so it looks very nice. It's got this I like this sort of creamy matte finished Aero wrappings usually have. So you can see this sort of cream matte finish. Yeah, I like that. Not reviewed an Aero bar for quite some time. I think it's called Bros in mainland Europe, or at least in Holland anyway. Bros in the UK is a band from the 80s. A couple of guys, Matt and Luke Goss, was it? Yeah, came back relatively famously with a really crazy docu soap or whatever it was recently, or docu something, documentary. There we go, that's the term. Yeah, it was a bit like Spinal Tap, but real. Anyway, yes. So there we go. Yeah, so interesting one. This one. Cocoa Plant. Each 8 eggs contains 128 calories, 7.3 grams of fat, 4.3 of which is accurate. So Cocoa Plant, supporting farmers for better chocolate. Good food, good life. That's what it says on the back. Good to know. Aero contains no artificial colours, flavours or preservatives. I don't know if that's what they're trying to come across with a purely chocolate thing. Maybe it is. That it's just none of those things. So that would explain a bit better. Okay, so what's the description? Milk chocolate with an aerated centre. Milk chocolate contains cocoa solids 25% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum, and vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. There we are. There we go. Obviously, get in touch if you don't like it. It's got a reseal thing here as well. It's quite subtle. It doesn't tell you it's a resealer, but there is like a sort of shiny circle thing here, which I assume it's a resealer anyway. Never used these ever, and when I have used them, they don't tend to work very well. Or at least only for one use. But there we go. Guess it's better than nothing. Okay, contains approximately 2 servings. Portions should be adjusted for children of different ages, it says. I've normally seen, well, you know, it probably does say that on other bars, but I've just always missed it, I think. Yeah, so for the whole thing then, so roughly, well, we'll see how many's in there, but I guess it's double what we said. So, was it 256 calories, 14.6 grams of fat, 8.6 of which are saturates for the whole bag. I think most people would probably eat the whole bag. Well, I don't know, maybe not, but I'm assuming people are similar to me. Probably not. Probably not a dangerous assumption to make. Okay, so that's quite nice. We can see there's some air in it. We can see clearly, you know. Well, I don't know. It seems okay. It's not as bad as others I've seen, but it's clear there's lots of gappage at the top. It could be in one of those typical sort of smaller Skittles bags that you used to get. I don't used to get those little Skittles bags, but they're probably half full as well. So, I don't know. Yeah, well, it looks very nice. I quite like the look of it. I think that looks very. I mean, the thing is with Aero is, you know, normally it's aerated chocolate, but it's not as nice as Cadbury's Whisper. Is a long story short. So let's see how this fares. And it'd be nice to have Cadbury's Whisper eggs, wouldn't it? But they'll never do it because it means doing something interesting and without Oreo. I mean, they do Cadbury's eggs, don't they? Actually, they do like Dame and stuff, or Dime rather. But never a specific UK Cadbury thing. Like, you know, it has to be Oreo, it has to be Dime. Never something like Whisper or something like that, which you should do. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm going off on a tangent here, but if you work for Cadbury's or you're a Cadbury guy, you know, the obvious thing, if you're going to do some kind of Easter product or whatever, it's your own special products, like, I don't know, Double Decker or Whisper. They're the ones that should be in these mini egg forms. They'll be perfect. They'll be brilliant. Why they don't do it? Crazy. Anyway, instead of doing all this Oreo and Dime, you know, ones which are okay, but they don't seem to work as well for some reason, and I don't know why that is. They never quite hit the spot. This is just Dime on its own or whatever, you know. And Oreo, the Oreo ones, yeah, we just reviewed this white chocolate Oreo actually. Cadbury White with Oreo, which actually worked relatively well. It had quite a lot of Oreo in it. But normally the other ones, it's just all the cream, and it just doesn't taste nice, that cream. So anyway, let's give this an open. There should be about 16 in here, so we'll see if that's the case. Yeah, let's do it. Right, okay everyone, apologies I'm not quite sensitive. I think I am, it's hard for me to tell one reason or another, but there we go. So let's give this an open. No, it doesn't lend itself to being open, this one. There is like a seal on the side, but it's not got the flap that they normally do. You know, it's kind of just a line there. So they've done I don't know why they've done it like that, but they have. Let's open it a bit like a crisp packet. Okay, which just semi-works. Yes, but it's okay. But it's okay. Okay, so there we go. So you can see, I don't think it's quite tell how, there's not many, they're all quite far down basically. So I fold it over, now the air's been let out, you can see just how little there is actually in the bag. So it's about half full. Okay, so I reckon there'll be 16 in here. Let's have a look. Let's have a check. So let's divide it into, well, it's not doing, I was going to divide into clumps of 8, but this is going to be very hard to do because they're rolling all over the place, as you would expect. A little more like acorns than eggs, these, I would say, straight away. Obviously, I guess it's a subtle difference, you know, when you think about it, but they do look more like acorns. So yeah, 5, 10. So it's, yeah, what did it say? There's quite a lot in here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's 23 in here. It's got per 8 eggs, and it says approximately 2 servings. Well, I assume a serving is 8 eggs. Each 8 eggs contains, it implies that 8 eggs is a serving. It says there's approximately 2 servings. Well, there's one more than 2. There's 23 servings in here. I've not misread that, have I? Yeah, it definitely says 2 servings, not my eyesight. It definitely says 2. So yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, there's one less than 3 servings. So that's a bit misleading. That's a radically different number than there is in yeah. 8 eggs is 1 serving, it does say. And you can see here, 8 eggs is 1 serving, it says here. And underneath on this point, it says there's approximately 2 servings per bag. There's 3 servings in here. I think that's, you know, I mean, it's better to have more than you should have, but I think if you were calorie counting or whatever, and you weren't really paying attention, you know, you'd be having 3 times the calories than what's on here, you know, rather than 2 times, which is per 8 eggs. Yeah, because you just pick in and take them out, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be counting them necessarily. So I think that counts against it really in a way, because it's kind of, I won't say it's dangerous, but it's very misleading. That there's a lot more calories in this bag than is otherwise, you know, hinted at on the bag itself, and I think that's yeah, I think that's too far over it. You know, if it was 18 or something, you could say okay, fair enough, but this is 23, which is almost 3 servings. It's 1 less than 3. Yeah, so 20. Yeah, so that's ridiculous, I think. Okay, so here we go. So they're funny feeling egg. They feel they're not going to melt in your hand. Let's put it that way. They're very, you know, they can. Yeah, these are not melting anytime soon. You know what I mean? It's not warm in my house today by any means, but yeah, I can be doing this with my hand. You know, it's not close to melting at all. So it's got a funny texture to it. So if I can move it around a bit, so you can see there's a seal around the edge. So you can see that in the middle, rather, not around the edge. It does look like an acorn, doesn't it? This does not look like an egg. It's sort of the same on both sides, really. It's as if the 2 halves are the same, and they've just stuck them together. It's a bit lazy. Yeah. So I'd say it is more like an acorn than an egg, this one. So I think they don't look very good. They're not a very good egg product. There aren't many eggs, there are many acorns. Yeah, I think it's a summary there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess people aren't too bothered about that, but I mean, you know, I think it's the devil's in the detail sometimes. Let's chop it in half. I'll chop it down the centre maybe. Okay. Right, so, okay, difficult to see. You can see some bubbles in there. There are Aero bubbles. There's nothing mentioned about bubbles on this, but yes, there is actually. Right, I'll show you in a minute. You can see the bubbles in there, quite prominent. not as problem as normal. Some of it's a bit solid. On one side, you can see the chocolate's a bit more solid. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I think you can say that's Aero. Yeah, I was going to say the bubbles aren't too prominent, but you can see bubbles all over the place. Normally the oversized bubbles are a bit more than this. They'll say that bubbly taste or something, but they've just got the bubbles there, so they've not really done it much in this one. Oh no, it does say feel the bubbles melt. There we go. Yeah, it does say feel the bubbles melt, and I guess the Aero logo itself is bubbly. Yeah, so okay, they have done it. Okay, yeah, so alright, not too bad. Yeah, I think I've cut down the middle of that, so that could be why the bubbles have disappeared, but you can't see anything obvious there. But I think this other side, bits have fallen out a bit, so the cut marks have gone. It's not straightened out as much, so you can see the holes. Looks okay. Yeah, not too bad that. We can clearly see that, yeah, it was two half stuck together, I think. Yeah. As I say again, it's not going to melt anytime soon. The very odd feel to these. They almost like a sort of, I'd say like almost feels a bit like a Kinder Egg plastic, capsule you get inside. It has that feel to it. It feels very solid and smooth, almost plasticky. You could scratch, it's not, obviously you could, you can scratch into it and stuff like that, but it just feels that way. It has that kind of smoothness and texture. Okay, I'll give them a quick measure then, just to, as I say, they're not eggs, so it's not going to be different on either side. So it's about 2.5 centimeters tall, width-wise in the middle, roughly about 1.6, 1.7, 1.65, about 1.7 I think. Okay, right, nothing more to say I don't think, let's give them a taste. Oh, maybe there's one more thing to say. I'm surprised I've done a mint flavoured one of these, or the other flavours as well. Maybe they will do. I've not seen them. But yeah, I would expect, so I would like to see the mint flavoured ones with the sort of like green filling, and the orange flavoured ones, which they do as well sometimes. I'd like to see those. Maybe in an assorted bag would be even better. But I think they're just trying to make it look very nice and silky and velvety and chocolatey there, which they've done. So there we go. Okay, let's give them a taste. Okay, everyone, right, about to taste these Aero purely chocolate mini eggs. Sorry if you hear the nice washing machine in the background. I'm doing my Saturday wash. Okay, let's give these eggs. So these are more, as I say, mini acorns, not egg shaped at all. They're acorn shaped. They distinctly all look like acorns, not eggs, because they're the same each side rather than being sort of thinner at one side than the other. Which is again a cost cutting thing, I think, because they've obviously just got two sides the same and stuck them together, which is a bit of a shame, a bit lazy. Okay, let's give them a taste. Well, they do well, very soft in the mouth. They melt very easily, very straight away. Very straight away? Straight away. There's a good example of the sensor. Yeah, it's very nice. I think it looks very nice. I think for me, I'm not a big Aero fan. The chocolate doesn't taste too great to me, Aero. And this tastes exactly like that. So for me, I prefer Cadbury's Whisper over Aero. That's my favourite aerated chocolate. I think the Cadbury's chocolate tastes nicer, and I think the consistency of the Cadbury's aerated chocolate is better. I think the bubbles are smaller. I think everything about it is just nicer. So I would always say Whisper over Aero any day of the week. But if you do prefer Aero, then this basically is Aero, so you're not going to be disappointed. I think for me though, I'm disappointed in the shape. I'll say they are acorn shape. I think that's not down to debate. Yeah, and and they don't look very good either, really. I don't think as a result of that. They have a strange feel to them, but it does mean you can handle them and not worry about them melting. I'll say I can kind of do all this to it, and it's not melting at all. I mean, it's not warm in my house today. Maybe if it was like 30 degrees, I'd have problems, but I can handle this. I'm doing this, and it's not melting whatsoever. It's just not melted at all on my hands. Whereas last week I was handling some Kit Kat Senses bars, and they were just melting before I'd even opened it. Yes, there you go. So this one here's, it's got a bit of a, be able to sort of snap it in half, this one, maybe because I warmed it up a bit, but it was cracking it anyway, and that's what it looks like there. Yeah, so I think if you're a fan of Aero, you'd like this, but I think for me, Yeah, it's funny actually, isn't it? Because if you look at that, I don't know if you can see behind those bubbles, there's quite a solid chocolate behind it. So it's as if the bubbles are only sort of slightly in the centre. And again, you can see the same with that one as well. Makes me wonder that really. Yeah, let's have a dig in. Let's dig away at some of this area. Hard to say. I think maybe not. I think maybe it's just been covered with some chocolate and it's aerated underneath. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I think it's hard to say because when you cut it up, you're kind of, the chocolate sort of bunches together on the edge of the knife. But yeah, no, I think I was right in saying that. I think it's the benefit of the doubt. When I've cut it down in half, I think you would say that that's aerated. So yeah, I was thinking maybe it's just solid chocolate underneath or solidish soft chocolate, but it is aerated. Okay. Yeah. So I think long story short, if you like Aeros, you'll love these. So if you love Aeros, you'll love these. If you like Aeros, you'll like these. No different than Aeros at all. I think for me the shape is rubbish, quite lazy. I think it's too far on the scale of having too many in the pack. It says there should be 2 portions a pack. There's pretty much 3. I think that's too much. I mean, it's good to have more than you should get, and I'm usually all in favour of that. But I think, it should say approximately 3 portions in the pack, not 2. It's ridiculous that it's that far out. Yeah, and I think overall, I don't know. I just prefer Cadbury's Whisper. I would say get Cadbury's Whisper. But in the fact that they don't have a Cadbury's Whisper egg, which is a crime against humanity as far as I'm concerned, I guess this is the best you can get otherwise. But they do have mini Cadbury's, like a bag of, sort of little Cadbury's that they do. Mini Whispers, Cadbury's Whisper Bites, and I would probably get those instead, I think. But I say these have the Easter shenanigan going on, and they look nice as well. The package is quite nice. But with Cadbury's Whisper Bites is what I would get instead. And when you do Cadbury's little Aeros, not Cadbury's, but Nestle Aero balls as well. So there are other ones out there. This is just a bit of a gimmick for Easter, isn't it, really? You can see that as well. It's very solid, this. You know what I mean? When I'm saying before, it's a bit like putting near the microphone. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not denting it at all. Some scratches maybe, but yeah. So very like a plastic shell. It's very strange, but yeah, a nice soft centre. You can't feel the bubbles melt. I think it's just let down by the chocolate not being the best, but it's Nestle chocolate. And I think if you loved Aero already, and it's quite nice to have. They're quite nice to sort of like let melt in your mouth. Or with a hot drink. Put one in your mouth and put a hot drink in afterwards, and it's got those like things going for it, which is nice. But on its own, I think it just is not quite good enough. But I'll say if you do these other techniques, so if you did sort of suck it for a while and let it melt in your mouth, I think that'll be quite a nice sensation. And also, as I say, filling your mouth with a hot drink after putting one in, I think that'll be nice as well. Not bad. I think it's long. As I say, long story short, wherever you think of Aero, you'll think of these. But for me, Cadbury's Whisper every time. The chocolate's better and the aeration's better. So I would recommend Cadbury's Whisper Bites. But as I say, for some reason Cadbury don't do their own Whisper mini eggs. It's crazy. You could even combine mini eggs, but they do Cadbury's mini eggs. Combine those with Whisper and have a Cadbury's mini egg Whisper. I mean, that would be a genius product. And they've never done things like this. I mean, they should employ me and I would give them great ideas. It's crackers. But I think anyone could say that, really. Anyone who eats their chocolate would know what would be good, and for some reason they don't do it. Anyway, enough rambling about Cadbury. But yeah, so there we go. 3.5 out of 5 is my score for this. I think it's great. It won't win you over if you don't like Aero already, or if you're not a big fan of it, or if you prefer Cadbury. It's just the same. I mean, the design looks a bit rubbish. It's acorns, as I say. The portion size is wildly wrong compared to what's on the packet, or the number in the bag. But luckily in a good way. But even so, it's too far out to be to the point where it's a bit worrying. But yeah, I'm really impressed. Well, I'll have to cut that bit out. I'm not really impressed. I'm happy with these. I think they're nice. I think, as I said, it's good that they melt in your hand. I think that's a good thing, but it does give them a very strange, artificial feel. Yeah, as I say, they're just basically little sort of mini Aeros. There's no different taste to them really. But I think they work as they are what you'd expect. Nothing more, nothing less. Or maybe a bit less actually because of the shape, but not to do with the taste. So there we go, 3.5 out of 5. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think as well. Let me know if you'd like to see a mint or an orange one of these. Orange, they do those other ones as well. Maybe a white chocolate one I think they do as well, don't they? So yeah, that'd be quite good. That'd be quite interesting to have, and I think they would work quite well. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment or three. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and also Patreon if you can. That'd be great. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone. See you later. Bye.